Welcome to Model Muppet's guide on how to be slightly better than average in The Last of Us Online. Today we're going to be having a look at the 9mm pistol. Now, up until recently I've always been using the revolver. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I decided to go with the 9mm pistol and see what I could do with it. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Huh? Huh? What do you reckon, guys? So yeah, start the game and we're getting a nice little lead here. But the sharp-eyed of you might have already noticed this, but watch the health. I've magnified it in the bottom right corner there. Watch my health. Hey, damaged. Half my health gone. See that? See that? Looking slightly better. Another headshot and I'm at full health. And this is how we do it. We've got the silenced 9mm. Obviously, we don't want to show up on minimap when firing. And I think we need that more than you would with the revolver, because the revolver will put people down quicker. Crafter 3. This is probably in most of my classes, if not all of them. I like being able to give the gifts out, and I like the points that I get, because you can invest those points very quickly into upgrading your weapon. And the pistol doesn't cost much to upgrade. Pistol auto zoom, not essential. You know, if you can get by without it, fine. I'm still kind of iffy about it, but I think it's not bad at all. The really essential bit though is sharpshooter 3, because if you notice there, we get 25 health back for each headshot. Now, if you're good at getting headshots, you know, that's virtually a self-heal all the time. Now, one thing I have to point out, in fact, I'm going to replay this clip a couple of times. Because if you use the 9mm, you're going to get used to that sound of an empty gun. Seriously, man, it does. It eats ammo up, so make sure you're visiting supply points, etc. to get plenty of ammo. Make sure you're using your parts for ammo. Now, this clip, it kind of actually surprised myself. I've used the revolver before at long range, and I think most people will know that revolver at long range is pretty effective. I didn't expect the 9mm to be the same, but just watch this. I mean, look at this distance here. Yeah? That's that, like I say, I mean, even when I'm watching it back, I'm thinking, what the fuck? But yeah, that's really good range capability on it. Having said that, I don't necessarily think it's something you can kind of rely on for range. I had a static target there. I think if somebody's going to be moving around, I wouldn't like to rely on a 9mm for a distance. But its suppression effect alone makes it worthwhile, particularly if you're in conjunction with other players. So we watch this clip here. I revived my mate, and I can see down in the distance there. Okay, I didn't get the down, but I got a few hits on him, and I reckon that probably made it much harder for him to shoot back at my mate. So it has a really good stagger effect. We can see that in this next clip coming up. Oh, by the way, using a particular loadout doesn't mean you can't use Molotovs and stuff. See what I mean there? I think that was like really effective. Okay, we probably would have got it anyway. There's a couple of mates backing me up and stuff. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you with a short collection of clips from last night's play. Spread over 3 games. Averaged about 8 or 9 downs each game, but it shows the 9mm in action. I hope you enjoyed this guide. I hope you give the 9mm a go and let me know how you get on with it. This is Muppet out. Bye.
Growing up, I had a dream, something no one else could see. Tell me what it means when your faith is falling beneath your knees and you can't breathe. Everything you see reminds you of what you're not or something you won't be. You gotta take what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business. Not because they wanna do it, just because they heard it pays. And who the fuck wants to be poor knowing that's how we've been raised? Society is getting heavy, I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds of shame, and that's the reason reason I'm staying up late, trying to find a way to escape the stereotypes this day and age is making me feel like the only way I'll be happy is getting signed to a label and making money through rapping. I wanna share my emotion because this world is attacking the very principle of life that lets the people be happy. If you don't have a reason to breathe, why even live? These battle scars are impressions of everything that it is. That reached 100 million people, I tell them there's a reason that we're all created equal. Cause some decide to be great and some decide a sequel to an average person's life is simply what they want to be. So you make your decision, all I know is what I'm given won't define the life I lead or the way I dwell in existence. I've seen a greater image on the walls of where I'm living, and the words twisted and scripted remind me of something written. Faith is a gift that is given down to the people. If one believes it, one receives it. It's given if it is needed. Don't ever think you're trapped in a life that you never wanted. Your options are infinite, that's some mathematical logic. I'm not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers and these battle scars on my church. Not saying I'm a prophet, I'm speaking for what it's worth. These lyrics define my prayers, these battle scars